Earlier this year, I decided to take an anatomy course for fun. Why I thought that as a fourth-year business student, I could handle an upper-year anatomy course, I have no idea. Within the first week, I realized that this course would have been a challenge for an eager pre-med student. And I wish that this was the story of how I exceeded all expectations and was top of my class and beat out all of those eager med students, but it's not. This is the story of how I lived every university student's worst nightmare. I forgot an exam. Well, forgot isn't really the right word. Misplaced would be more apt, but let me explain. It's Monday, February 5th at 9:45 a.m., and I'm walking towards the lecture theater when I see an unusually large crowd of students standing outside the doors. I think nothing of it and continue my naive meander down the hall. I'm bouncing on the balls of my feet, excited for today's lecture. Today, we get to start Chapter 4, Muscles. This excitement quickly plummets towards puzzlement as the doors to the lecture continue to remain closed. We're the first lecture of the day in this room. The doors should be open by now. Why are there so many people out here? Usually I'm the first one here. Why is everyone so stressed? Did I forget something? No, I couldn't have. I'm a reasonably responsible person. I'm 5 minutes early to all of my appointments, and I match my socks about 85% of the time. I couldn't have forgotten something. But to ease my nerves, I quickly checked my calendar. Yep, midterm 1, February 15th. I'm fine. But this gnawing feeling that something was wrong progressed, and I continued to stand around, kind of like a police officer without a donut, hungry and confused. Then I sighted a friend. Izzy, what are you doing here? Are you in this class? Yeah, I am. Are you feeling ready for the midterm? I mean, not right now, but I've got like 10 days to study. I'll be ready by the 15th. Izzy looks confused. Maya, you've got 10 minutes until the exam. Today's February 5th. My face goes cold. Izzy continues. Midterm 2 is March 15th. That must be what you're thinking of. Thanks, Izzy. My brain immediately switches into save your ass mode, and I begin frantically attempting to memorize cranial nerves. Was it ocular motor or trigeminal that moved the eyes laterally? Just then, the doors open, and we're asked to fill in our biographic information on a Scantron. I wished I could write name, Dummy McDumbface, date of birth, yesterday. But I was too busy trying to remember the neural pathways for touch to write something that clever. Suddenly, an exam booklet appears and the lecture goes quiet. My prof cockily saunters up to the podium and in a Hunger Games-esque style voice goes, "Let midterm 1 begin." At this point, an unnatural calm washes over me like a waterfall of stupidity. I do my best to guess, but thank God that it was multiple choice. I mean, C's most likely the right answer. I finished my 40-question multiple choice exam in 15 minutes. As everyone who's taken a multiple choice exam knows, you only finish an exam that fast if you know everything or if you know nothing. Knowing that there was no chance of improvement by a second read-through of the exam, I walked up to the front and tried to confidently hand in my exam. I waved to my professor, smiled, and left. I spent the rest of the day in crisis resolution mode, calling my advisor, calling my mom, emailing the professor, and crying just enough to give me a runny nose. The next morning, our marks were released. As I stared at the webpage, I prayed for 20 out of 40, 50%. That's passing. I clicked open, 9 out of 40. I mean, that's like better than I expected. When you put C for all the answers, you're bound to get 25%, or in my case, 22.5%. But I figured I should go talk to my prof anyway. The next lecture, I stuck around and explained my situation. To my relief, he said, "Don't worry, you're not the only one. 3 other students did the same thing." I breathed a sigh of relief as me and my gaggle of stupid students talked to the prof about a makeup exam. You can take the makeup exam in 2 days, but it's all short answer. I mean, it's a little harder than multiple choice, but at least you can leave the answers blank. I almost clicked my heels with joy at not being the only imbecile to mix up the dates, and together the three of us studied for our midterm in the next 2 days. Those 2 days passed by in a blur of mnemonics and note cards, but I did it. 22 out of 40.